Welcome, everybody, and welcome back to Randall's Island for a very exciting and important ISAL matchup for the BWL Lions. Alongside Jack Scher, I'm William Rosen. We have an exciting one, as usual, in store for you today.
Oh, yeah.
Jack, Brooklyn Friends, a team that we have played in basketball. We have played them well. We beat them in basketball, but this time we are on the mound, on the diamond, in an important matchup. Harrison getting the go today as he has 24 strikeouts over 2 games, 9 innings pitched. What are you looking from Harrison today?
Oh, well, before I get to what I'm looking for from Harrison, I think that the key thing that our team should keep in mind is our own egos. Coming off a 22-1 win the last game, it sounds like from some of our players, we got a little too confident. So I think what we need to remember on the field today, what Harrison needs to remember on the mound, is don't underestimate them. Give every pitch your everything.
Just to confirm it with everyone at home, that would be Harrison's last game pitched, not their last game, which they lost on a mercy rule, 12-2. However, we are looking to see Harrison come out strong. I spoke with Mr. D earlier. This is a win, and you're in game. If they win this, they are in the ISAL playoffs in a short season. So this is a pivotal one for them.
You know, William, that's one of the most esteemed honors a man can get, ISAL playoffs.
Playoffs are on for baseball. I'm repping Isaiah Hartenstein for the Knicks.
Woo!
Go Knicks. Go Lions.
I'm repping blue.
Take care. We'll see you soon. We welcome you back for Jack Scher and William Rosen to a very important game. Playoff clincher here on Randall's Island as Brooklyn Friends faces Birch. First pitch, for Harrison Millowitz is a ball.
And here's his second pitch, strike.
That's a strike.
Got him swinging there. Count is at 1-1.
1-1 for Harrison as that's put into play.
Oh, popped into foul territory. It's going to be 2 strikes, a ball and a strike. Ball and 2 strikes.
As Jack, what's new with you as the pitch that hits the umpire behind home plate for a ball? What's new with you, Jack?
Starting to get less work junior year, so time for some other extracurricular activities like Range, the literary magazine.
As that's a ball.
Going to be writing about synchronized swimming with Dylan Thompson this week.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Synchronized swimming.
I agree.
As the pitch, full count to Theo, number 9.
Ooh.
And that's just outside as Theo works a walk. And Harrison has been on fire this season, as shown on our graphic at Sports BWL on Instagram. Harrison, in 9 innings pitched, has allowed 2 hits, 2 walks, 24 strikeouts, and has 2 wins and a 0 ERA. Harrison has looked sharp this season. Man on first. Harrison works a ball as the runner will go, and he'll be safe easily.
Now,
as Theo steals.
Our boy on fire, Harrison, is looking to get a little bit icy in his first few pitches today, but I'm sure he is going to be able to redeem himself at this at-bat.
Icy, I like the way you speak.
Thank you.
As last game was not the outing Birch wanted, as that's high for another ball, as they got mercy 12-2.
I think Harrison needs to take a step back, take a deep breath, realize the player that he is. This doesn't make him any worse, but he's got to relax. He's pitching fast. I don't see him taking a lot of time to think.
There is no pitch clock, so he has unlimited time, as that's another ball, 3-0.
Hate to see him walking here.
And that's exactly what he does, as Harrison starts off the game, throwing 10 pitches for 2 walks. Batting now for Brooklyn Friends, number 5, James.
Just saw a look from D, not looking happy there in the dugout with Harrison's performance right now. I'd say give the kid a break. Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Swing and a miss from James, number 5.
Harrison right back at it. 1 strike, a man on first and second.
As that's put into play.
And that is whacked.
Oh,
down.
a nice play. And he got him. Safe. He was off the bag. As John tried to tag him. The throw was high. And bases are loaded.
John did forget about if you run through the base, you can run through.
I don't think he did forget about it.
Oh.
As Spiegel couldn't make the accurate throw. Harrison trying to get out of a jam here early on in this one.
Bases are loaded. Can they get their hit?
As that's high, runners will stay.
High ball for Milowitz. You think Hugo's going to see the mound this game?
No, I do not, honestly. Hugo is a starter. As that's a ball. Once again, 14 pitches from Harrison. And they are not being lenient here, 3-0. We'll take a look at the Sabres ultra-wide cam. But first the pitch. That's a strike.
And there is our boy coming back with the strikes.
The Sabres ultra-wide cam presented by Sabres. Taking a look at the bases.
Harrison, the windup, and the pitch.
That's put into play and a foul ball.
You know, if they didn't have that safety guard over home, we would probably be batting right now with the amount of pops they've been getting.
Good statistics as it's a full count, no outs. Top of the first for Harrison.
Now, that's actually a good question. What do you think about that safety guard over home?
As that's a foul tip. I think it's, for high school ball, I think it's fine. It's applicable. As we'll go on the full count again for Harrison.
I agree, but I feel like we could see a lot more action in these games with the safety guard is preventing players from home runs, I feel.
As Harrison walks home the first run of the day, an RBI walk for number 22, Josh. And D is coming out to speak with Harrison.
You see Harrison, he is beating, whole infield meeting here. Harrison has been beating himself up on the mound. You think they're going to take him out at all this game? Obviously not now. But
no, Jack, honestly. I think this is just... Oh. Nope, that's John.
That was John.
Yes.
We both thought that was Harrison, yes.
As batting now, a 1-0 game for Brooklyn Prep. Number 10, Remy. Number 10.
Brooklyn Prep, William. I think you mean Brooklyn Friends.
Brooklyn Friends.
It's okay. We all have those days.
As that's high for a ball. And that's put into play. A nice diving play, and that'll get no one, but it saves extra runs.
He's out.
He's out.
I have to say,
on
that
the
was
tag.
An absolutely beautiful stop by the shortstop. Do we know who our shortstop is?
We sure do. It's Mackie Savage.
That was a beautiful stop by Mackie Savage. Perfect stop on having that ball just run down the third base line.
As a run will score, however, a phenomenal play by Savage.
Look at this lead by 10. Look at this lead by 10.
As that's a ball. That's a strike.
Our player just pointed out, you're taking a huge lead. Nate Spiegel telling him where it's at.
As that's put into play. And
stop at
he's
third.
Out.
He is out of here, and that will not retire the inning.
No, it will not.
Retire the half inning. Oh, and here we go. Harrison getting ready to throw some heat. Batter looks nervous. Not really. And Harrison's wind up.
That's a strike.
That is a strike looking. That's a good sign. I would say, if I had to guess, Harrison is 82.5% accurate after first pitch strikes.
Sure.
Yeah. Sable's statistic.
As that's a ball.
And 18. You think that's friendly encouragement or a little bit of banter saying attaboy for his
I go a little bit of banter.
I think that's a little bit of banter, too.
As that is high.
Oh, he is clapping. 18 does not know what he has coming in, William.
Score is 2-0. Harrison. The runner goes, and he is safe as that's a foul tip and a strike.
Oh, I don't hear any more clapping now. No, I don't. You know, I think baseball is a very difficult sport to trash talk in.
As the runner goes, swung on and missed as Harrison works around the bases loaded, only allowing 2 runs as we go to the bottom of the first.
And really redeeming himself at the end.
We welcome you back to the bottom of the first inning, and leading off for Birch is the speedster himself, number 44, Jackson Kirstein, as Jackson has had a phenomenal season so far, looking to lead off for the Lions in a helpful fashion to try and cut this lead down 2-0 as the pitch, as that's high from Angus, number 7.
Angus looking like DeGrom out there with that hair.
Slick hair from Angus of Brooklyn Friends. The pitch, as that's low, but swung on by Jackson for a miss. It's a very nice day here. Some clouds above us. A little bit chilly on the chillier side, but I'll take it compared to any heat.
Oh, that's a... I don't know if I agree with that take, William.
Oh, I think it's a beautiful day as the pitch from Angus. That bounces home, and a ball for Jackson. We have some parents here. We have Judy Cloner, as usual.
That's a regular.
Danny Burke and Hugo Maggio's father. I apologize, and if I get a name, that would be great. As Angus locks and loads, and that swung on by Jackson, but a nice play by the third baseman will retire him easily. Jackson, some nice contact, but can't get into the outfield for out number 1.
Yeah, you know, back to the whole parents deal. I gotta say, Judy Cloner is a regular attendee at all the games. She's a model mom out there, coming to all Tobias's games, and I think that she is the secret to Ice-T averaging, 22 points?
A little lower than that for a ball for Mackie Savage, but Ice-T around 18 points a game.
I'm telling you, it was because Jody was coming to every game. If you had Judy. If you had Jody coming to every game, Zach would have been
that would have been beautiful as Angus.
If you had
an Ephus pitch, but too high.
You had Portugal Winton. Harris would have been averaging 25.
As the pitch from Angus, 2-0 count, 1 out, swung on and missed by Mackie.
You know, I got to give it to the younger guys on this team. They really take over.
That's inside, 3-1 count. Otani-like stance from Savage, as that's a strike, full count.
Ooh. You know what I like?
Full counts.
And it's a good full count with my brother.
Angus looking to get USDA prime here as the pitch to Savage is high. Mackie works a walk as Birch has their first man on base of the game, bringing up Harrison Milowitz.
Now, Harrison is a true Shohei Ohtani-like player. He can pitch, he can hit, he can do it all, except he is from right here in America.
Yes, New York to be exact, as Harrison going up against his fellow pitcher Angus. Mackie takes a large lead. Mackie doesn't go, but that's a strike.
Beautiful strike from Angus.
You love your beautifuls, and I love it too.
You know, that's nice to hear, because during basketball season, I remember I was chewed out a little bit for the beautifuls.
Yes, you are correct. You're beautiful. The pitch from Angus, and that's low.
Angus throws with some passion. He's fierce with it. Fierce like Pierce Satsky. You know, William, I took over announcements today, and I was told I did a very good job.
I'm glad to hear that. That's what you like to hear as Mackie goes. Mackie is safe with time to spare.
You want to hear about who did words of encouragement today?
Who?
It was Jonathan Lowenstein.
Oh, you love to hear it.
His were, "Do great, kid. Go and party."
Jonathan Lowenstein always has a way with words.
Always knows how to party, too.
1-2 count for Milowitz. Mackey takes second base. As that's high. Sun's coming out here.
Oh, yes, it is. Here comes
As that's rocketed! And foul, but that was hit hard by Milowitz.
My God, the contact on that baby. You know that, who is it over there? Is that Ben? In right field? I believe it is.
Can't quite see, but...
I believe it's Ben. He did not expect to have that much action this early on.
2-2 count for Milowitz.
Let's see if Harrison can do it again.
As time is called here.
We'll have to have a little bit of sun.
As that's low. Mackey will take third. No throw. Full count. Spencer. Cat. We'll ask assistant coach Spencer Katz to move a little bit at the next half inning as it's a full count. For Harrison. Harrison works a walk as man on 1 and 3 to start the bottom of the first.
2 at the corners on the diamond.
Cats.
Don't know if that...
As now batting is AK. AK looking to get on base here.
Now, this is truly a power-on-power matchup, a power pitcher versus a power hitter.
Mackey at third, Milowitz at first. AK looking sharp in the shades. AK, no swing, as Harrison takes second base. Easy money for Harrison. One count for AK. As that's a foul tip into the glove. 1-2. Milowitz at second, Savage at third. AK swings, and that is a foul ball down the third base line. AK, what can he do? As that's a ball inside, AK moves away from being hit. As it is 2-2 on Mr. Kaplan. Andrew, a world-renowned Mets fan, has had a lot to cheer about so far. Not as much as the Yankees fans as AK. That's high, 3-2, a full count.
Losing DeGrom was not great for us, and quite frankly, Verlander does not nearly, or will he make up?
Jack, it's your favorite time. It's a full count for Andrew.
Ooh, full count. Let's see the pitch.
Angus. AK rockets it, but it's foul.
Some Angus prime beef. He sure is a cow. Oh, not like that.
I know what you mean. He's a hard-throwing man.
Oh.
As AK looks to get something going here. Andrew. And works a walk. Bases are loaded for the Lions early in this one with 1 out. Brings up Hugo, the Maggio man. Hugo had a beautiful game 2 games ago. However, he will be pitching next game, which is senior afternoon, senior game. Check Sports BWL for more info after this concludes. And that's a strike.
Hugo is also coming off a great trip to Paris, France.
Yes, he is.
You can see that on his Instagram. He had a great time at Hugo M55.
That swung on and foul. Oh, 2 for Hugo.
You know, I have to bear the question, who do you think has a more impressive pitching performance thus far? Their guy Angus or our guy Harrison?
As that's high. Well, let's see what Angus has here if he gets out of the jam. If not, there could be some bullpen activity. I doubt it this early, but 1 out, you never know, as Hugo makes contact, and that's rocketed into center field. That'll drop, and that will score 1 and 2 as AK advances to third. Hugo Maggio, a 2 RBI single for the Maggio man. Hugo ties the game up.
Hugo, just such a power hitter. It's great to see it, and it has me a little worried when Toby and Hugo leave. Who are going to be our power guys on the team? And Andrew.
As AK moves to third, as previously mentioned, Hugo strikes gold. Now batting for the Lions, the designated hitter of the day, Sam Markowitz. As Hugo gets down, he's safe.
Sam Markowitz told me he was going to hit today, and last time he said that, he had 2 doubles.
Markowitz against Angus. Game is tied. That's a strike. Hugo taking an extended leave as Hugo is picked off. Oh, and it doesn't matter as the throw is errant and it'll score a run. Andrew Kaplan comes home to score on a misplayed pickoff move by Brooklyn Friends. 3-2 Lions.
Hugo has discombobulated.
Discombobulated? Discombobulated, yes.
Discombobulated their second baseman. He did it. Sam Markowitz at a count of 1-1. 1-2.
0-1.
0-1.
As that was a pickoff move. As that's really high.
Driving and diving for Markowitz. But a lack of driving right now. The sun has went away and it's getting a little chilly out here.
3-2 Lions. Markowitz puts that in play as that gets through for a base hit. He is safe at first. Markowitz reaches on an infield single, moving Hugo to third.
With the Maggio man ready to come home, up to bat is...
Please hold.
Please hold, that's a new one on the team.
Up to bat is Nate Spiegel.
There you go.
Markowitz reaches on an infield single, running out. Let's see if Markowitz goes. He does. He slipped a little bit. No throw will be made as Markowitz swipes second.
I think with that slip, if they had thrown it, I think they could have gotten him out there.
Possibly, yes. As that was high. That's a strike. Spiegel has looked sharp as an 8th grader on this team. Many more years to come. He is going to be prominent as Angus. Swing and a miss. Foul ball, if you will. As Markowitz is on second and Maggio on third base. Nate. That's high for a ball.
You know, I think with the way he's been playing this season and possibly Mackie Savage as well, we could see some freshman captains next season. D is not afraid to give the young guys captain. Look at Harrison.
As that's a strikeout for Nate Spiegel. Just drops low enough for the home plate umpire to call that a called strike. As now batting number 36, first baseman John Burke. John, 2 games ago, had a game to remember and reached base, I believe, once last game. Has 2 outs. Bottom of the first for John, rocking 36 today.
I don't know if you...
A swing and a miss for John.
I don't know if you saw it, but John just called his shot. He called to the upper decks.
His father here looking on, hoping we can get some Burke magic here. A foul ball. 0-2 on John. 2 outs. Birch leads 3-2 in the bottom of the first.
Johnny looks like he's playing golf out there today.
John always cool, composed. Not always, most times, as he calls time. John, different batting stance today as John strikes out. But Birch goes ahead 3-2 on a fielding error, and Hugo Maggio to RBI. We'll be back for the top of this second. We return as that's a ball. That's a ball as we return in the top of the second inning. Milowitz, and he's bunting as that's a strike, as he did not back that away.
William, I have never felt worse about what I'm about to say, but I think I might need to go use the bathroom.
Jack, thanks for sharing that. Much appreciated.
I was going to say, so I will be back in hopefully before the end of the half inning.
Great, as that's a ball. Jack using the restroom as that's a strikeout for Harrison. Harrison getting back to his K ways. Batting now for Brooklyn Friends is Luca, number 15. That's outside for a ball. As the Rangers play tonight, leading the series 2-1. They're at the Garden. Playoffs are here in New York, minus Brooklyn, as that's high. Correction, this is number 11, Nico, my mistake. Rocking some nice yellow cleats. And Nico works a walk. Harrison gets the first man on, however you want to say it, allows the first man on. Batting now, number 23, Ben. As he attempts a bunt. Harrison steps off. As that's a strike. The runner goes. Throw from T is way off, but saved beautifully by Nate Spiegel. Throw was late and a little bit high from Tobias.
I am happy to say I am back.
Great.
So did I miss any key highlights, any John Burke performances, anything out of the ordinary?
Just a walk. That's about all.
Okay.
Moving to second on a stolen base.
Harrison back on the mound. Ooh.
And he got him.
That is how you welcome a broadcaster back.
Harrison strikes him out. Batting now for Brooklyn Friends, number 9. Theo, number 9. That's high, but really fast.
Up by a run, how do you feel about our chances of clinching the ISAL playoffs today, William?
A little early to tell, to be honest with you, Jack. However, I'm confident in Harrison and confident in this team. I think the key thing will be, can their defense hold up? As Harrison steps off.
And we bring you this game sponsored by Sables. Wish we could do a Sables ultra-wide cam right now. Sables...
Jack, we actually have some breaking news courtesy of who else but parent Dan Burke. He just alerted me via phone call that Aaron Rodgers is now a Jet. As
Wow.
a strike is called.
Official.
They have acquired Aaron Rodgers. Some breaking news with a 2023 first-round pick. They will swap that, and Green Bay will get additional picks. As that's put into play, and no play will be made. Rodgers is a Jet. John acknowledges it by putting his glove up. Aaron Rodgers, welcome to New York. This is a day to remember. They will get a ring. I think that's what John says. As we thank you, Dan Burke, for the breaking news. As that's put into play, no, it's fouled.
You think this is ring season for the Jets? You really think Aaron Rodgers is going to have that capability?
That's what John just motioned.
I think people are overestimating old Rodgers.
As Harrison struck him out. Harrison retires the side. John pointing to his rings. Harrison struck him out. John excited. Rodgers to the Jets. We'll be back for the bottom of the second. As we return, now batting for the Lions once more, is Tobias Cloner. On the season, he has put quite a resume in as T swings and misses. Tobias, that's low for a ball. We appreciate all those who follow along on our Game Changer app. You can find us on Birch, Wathen, Lennox Varsity Lions, as that's low.
Fellow student council member Grace just arrived at the game.
Grace, a constant member of our baseball community, as that's a strike. 2-2 on Tobias. Jack, you're a Jets fan or a Giants fan?
So with football, it's a little confusing with me.
As T, that's a foul ball.
With football, it's a little confusing for me because I do know quite a bit about football, but I haven't declared a team. Giants or Jets, I really don't know. This season is what banks it for me. Whoever has a better record is the team I'm going with. So looks like it's going to be the Jets, huh?
I'm a big Giants fan, however.
Oh, so you...
I'm not a Jets hater, though. I will root for the Jets no matter what. And so will most.
Root for the home team if they don't win.
It's a shame. Tobias, 2-2, bottom of the second. No men on, no outs. Leading off. T smacks it into left field. The runner runs on and makes the catch. A nice contact at the Acela goes by for T, but that's made in left field.
Did you see what the left fielder just did?
John Burke-esque.
He did the shrug.
As leading off for the Lions, not leading off, however, batting in first, would be Jackson. Angus still on the mound.
DeGrom wields the pitch.
As that's a ball outside. Jackson puts it in play, rolls it. They touch it, and he is safe. He runs it out. Maybe the move was to not touch it from the third baseman. However, Jackson reaches first.
Jackson told me he was going to hit his first at-bat of the game. Didn't keep that promise, but he is batting at .500 right now. Oh, never mind, not .500. Jackson is going back. Called foul.
Oh, they called it foul at the last second. Jackson stays in the batter's eye as another strike.
Swing and a miss.
Unfortunate late call by the umpire on the far side. The pitch from Angus, as that's a foul tip.
You know, Jackson never makes solid contact, but he always dribbles it. That's what I've noticed about him. He's fast, very fast, fast enough to get on base, but I think a lot of his hits, most of the time, he's dribbling it.
Yeah. He makes some good contact, not necessarily the power, as that goes into the river. Maybe. I couldn't track it.
I did not hear the splash. That was disappointing. I thought I was going to hear a splash. I was going to be like, hey, William, nice splash. No splash.
No splash. We're not in the splash zone.
We're not in the splash zone. Daddy Burke's in the splash zone.
Jackson, as that is inside, excuse me, for a ball.
Would you deem Jackson, if we were giving miscellaneous awards, fastest player on the team?
Yes, I would, by far.
Fair estimate, fair estimate. Nate Spiegel also pretty fast.
That's another foul ball.
I've noticed Nate Spiegel. He's always stealing. He has some wheels on him.
You know who's also fast?
Who?
You're fast.
Oh, William, you are the sweetest.
Jackson looking to get on base. 1 out, 2-2 count for Kirsten. That's low for a full count. It's your full count.
It is my full count. I'm going to start doing a dance every time it happens.
Great.
I'll be like, full count dance.
Pitch from Angus.
Angus looking like DeGrom.
And that's a strikeout.
Oh, Jackson does not like that call. He was getting ready to walk the first. He does not like that call, although that looked right down the middle to me. That was a beautiful, beautiful pitch.
Mackey up now. No man on. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. That's low. Ball 1.
What?
Mackey. That's low. 2-0 count for the Savage.
William, as graduation comes by, how are you going to feel broadcasting your last game?
Well, I actually thought about that today. A couple more weeks left, pending playoffs.
It's pretty sad. You were looking sentimental earlier. You were saying, wow, I just realized I'm not going to be coming back next year.
That is true. I did say that. Counting down to the last minutes.
Mm-hmm. You know, you got to savor every moment. That's what Dr. Seuss said.
Once a Seuss, always a Seuss. Angus, that's a foul ball from the Savage. 2-2 count, 2 outs.
Mm-hmm. You know, I've been seeing a pattern in our two-sport athletes. Usually one of the better players on the team, I'd say. In most of our two-sport athletes, you see Tobias Kloner, you see Hugo Maggio, Jackson with basketball.
It's full count time, Jack.
Full count dance, William. If we can win
the pitch, and that's inside. Mackey works a walk as he keeps the half inning alive.
You know, as he flipped the bat, that reminded me of the most legendary bat flip I've seen of all time.
As Mackey gets on base, and he's going. They pick him off. Mackey he's out. I don't know if that call was correct, but Mackey falls for the pickoff move, not happy with himself, as we'll head to the top of the third after the pickoff from Brooklyn Friends. We return to the top of the third. As that is low. That swung on, hard hit ball, but right into the mitt of Mackey. Mackey makes a nice play. One out, no man on. James batting. And that swung on in play in the infield. And an errant throw. An errant throw by Nate Spiegel allows number 5, James, to reach base.
Do not know if D is going to allow that.
Throw is wide. Harrison on the mound. And the runner goes, and T will throw late. And he doesn't read. Oh, he's out! Oh, I didn't think he was on the base when he was tagged. Did you?
Oh.
You weren't watching. As we'll take a look on video
I thought
review.
it looked like he was safe to me. He slid way before.
But I believe he stepped off, and there was no time called. But
he
that's
stepped off.
There's no.
That's what
that's
happened.
up
I
to
was confused
interpretation.
why you were saying he was out, because it looked very safe to me.
As James steals second, Josh up to bat, 1 out. As that's put into play to Harrison. And he got him. Nice throw by Harrison.
Great throw by Harrison.
As Josh not happy with himself. 2 outs. Runner advances to third.
Josh threw that helmet down like there was no tomorrow, William.
2 outs. James, number 5 of Brooklyn Friends, on third, as that's high for a ball. Remy batting, number 10. Remy, 1 for 1 on the day. 3-2, Birch leads. That's a strike. That's high upstairs. 2-1 for Remy. Harrison, 53 pitches. That swung on a laser to T. Something I've seen from Tobias is he's improved his catching accuracy. Something that he was a little, not I want to say scared, a little timid last year as Harrison struck him out, and that will end the inning. Harrison works around the error as he retires number 10, Remy. We will return in the bottom of the third. We return for the bottom of the third inning as Angus is back on the mound. 59 pitches so far. This one, Harrison, he's batting. Angus.
The beef man.
As to add Harrison, foul ball.
To me, from my perspective, that looked like it was going right down the third baseline.
It did, just foul, however. Harrison, 0-1. Leading off for the Lions in their camo jerseys. Jack, you love those camo jerseys, don't you?
Oh, I do. I actually want to propose an idea to you for next year. Themed broadcasts.
Well, that's your idea.
That's true. I could do themed broadcasts. I'm thinking maybe a Western one.
Western as the pitch from Angus
Different
just
impressions.
reaches.
Mr. Logan podcast you could do. I know you guys were just talking about him, where you do the Logan impression and broadcast with that.
That would be very nice, actually, I think. As Harrison looking from Angus. I like beef. As Harrison, that's a drop third strike. Harrison running it out, and he will make it. Oh, he's out! Just got the tag across is the first baseman, Josh, as Harrison was an inch away from reaching on a drop third strike. So a strikeout, a drop third strike, swinging, and he was out on first from you to you via tag. As one out, batting now is AK. AK, I think he can get a home run this season. That's the goal from him. That's the goal from my perspective. Andrew. Wow, this pitcher, Angus, can really get it down at the last second, which confuses the batter's eye. That's a called strike for Andrew Kaplan. That's low. 1-1. And that's low. Andrew Goodeye. Two-one on Kaplan. Oh, just hit the outside corner for a strike. Coming up on 70 pitches for Angus.
The wind-up.
And Andrew goes down looking on a nice curveball from Angus. Retires another as we have 2 outs amassed in the bottom of the third.
Surprising to think we're up right now. Friends has been playing amazing defense in the past 2 innings.
Hugo, lefty magic, looking to get something going. 1 for 1 on the day for the Maggio man, as that's a strike.
Angus really stepping up to A-grade beef this inning.
The pitch. That's low and outside.
Low, count 1-1.
Strike. Swinging for Hugo. 1-2, 2 outs, no men on for the Lions.
Six or 7 inning game.
Oh, and he got him. Hugo strikes out, looking as Angus. 1, 2, 3. Looking prime. We'll be back at the top of the 4th.
Friday.
We return for the top of the 4th here on Randall's Island. Harrison takes the mound once again. 55 pitches. He's had a bounce back game from the first inning. And batting now is Luke on Brooklyn Friends. Harrison. That's a strike. Another strike from Harrison, a swing and a miss. Sound effect courtesy of Jack Scher.
I actually learned that from you. I remember once when we were playing 2K, you were doing some sound effects.
I bet I was, as Harrison struck him out. Another one. A do for Harrison. Swing and a miss. Harrison has looked sharp. Harrison already has, pardon my delay, has 6 strikeouts. Batting now is number 6 of Brooklyn Friends, Evan. As that's foul, and it hits the pole and heads up as John makes the ricochet disappear. That's a foul ball. That's low for a ball. Hit the umpire on the foul. 1-2 on Evan, number 6. 7th batter in the batting order with 10 batters as they're using an extra hitter. Harrison, that's high. 2-2. Foul ball. Once again, Wednesday is the senior game, as that'll be played in Central Park. You could take a look at Sports BWL after the game for more information and start time as Harrison just outside.
Please pull up to the function senior night at Central Park. I will not be there, sadly, because I have driver's education, but...
As that's high as Evan works a walk. Let's hear a word from one of our great school spirit leaders.
Not
Grace
two.
Carruthers.
What am I saying? Stop. Hi.
One word indeed as Evan leads off. Evan goes. T throws. And he is safe. Evan is safe on the steal. Evan moves to second base.
I'd like to start something new, inning shout-outs between every...
As we must hold for a Sella pass by. Jack, go ahead.
For a half-inning/inning shout-out, this one goes to Devin Miranda.
Yes, Devin Miranda, a Lehigh commit.
An absolutely astounding student.
As that's put into play, that's a fair ball. T can't handle it. And that pick is errant. Andor does handle it as Brooklyn Friends ties the game on an unfortunate series of events for Birch. T, throw is low. John couldn't handle it. They'll reach on an error. Luca on second base. The game is tied in the top of the fourth. The sun is coming on, but there are some rain clouds that look unfortunate. They're bunting, and that's a foul ball. One out in the top of the fourth. Man on second base. Harrison. That's high as the runner will advance to third. Do they call that a strike is the question. As he was bunting, did he pull back? I believe they called it a ball. 2-1 count if that was a ball. 1-2 if that was a strike. And that's a strike. 2-2 if I am correct, which I think I will be. Man on third base. Tie game. 1 out. Top of the fourth. And that is a bunt strikeout. Lay down the bunt. You cannot do that.
Do not often see one of those.
I think we'll call that a swing and a miss, as that's a bunt strikeout. That's a strike. Harrison trying to get out of here without another run.
You know, the talent on these kids is incredible. They're truly playing in one of the greatest fields in the greatest city in the world, playing up near the Bronx. Every kid dreams of playing in the Bronx. Not necessarily at Randall's, but...
161 East, or 1 East 161st Street, as Harrison looks to become the next Garrett Cole, striking out Ben, as only one will score. Harrison pitching a beauty once again. We'll be back for the bottom of the fourth. We return as Marco designated hitting. Jack almost knocked the camera bag down as he picks it up. Jack, good gather.
Thank you. Missing the true cameraman, Gavin Spodek, today.
Actually, more of a statistician. Andrew is the cameraman. Actually, I've been the cameraman this season.
Please.
And Bob Burke.
Our prayers go to Gavin Spodek. Recently underwent a terrible and miserable, truly awful, no good, very bad.
Which he is okay
Taryn
from.
Yes.
Jack.
He's okay.
Markowitz, designated hitter.
He is
Leading
okay.
off the bottom of the fourth. Tie game here on the island.
Markowitz, a single last at bat. Let's see if he can.
Oh, what an ugly swing by Markowitz.
That was
made
loud,
me
William,
cringe.
and that could have made him cry.
Oh, I had to look away as that was just feet from the plate. Markowitz will not be happy as it's 0-1.
D was
almost
not happy at that swing.
was another strike. 1-1 count on Marco.
Good player, not very consistent.
You ought to hear a word from him after the game as that swung on. I think he's
my
consistent.
God!
He is consistent as the outfielder
Sam
will run.
Markowitz bombs it. He's headed for second. He's going for third.
And he's safe. Sam, a triple. Markowitz hits it. Jack, you're wrong.
No.
Markowitz rounds to third. He hits a deep right field triple as he takes that first pitch, and that's exactly what he wanted. Jack's going to run. Let's see where he's going. Markowitz goes on a beauty. Welcome, Grace. Jack is, I don't know where Jack went. He's right there, as that's a hard hit. Beautiful triple. Thoughts on the triple?
I'm taking Jack's spot. I thought that was a beautiful hit. You guys were trashing Sam. You guys were trashing Sam, but he
I
was
wasn't trashing
really
Sam.
Great. He really pulled through. 15's out of the game.
As that's a ball. Markowitz leads off efficient.
Okay, here's Jack.
And that's a strike.
Looking to bunt.
Is Nate Spiegel. Markowitz proves Jack wrong as he's on third.
You can't say that. I'm a big
am.
Markowitz fan.
As that's a swing and a
really
miss.
distortion-
Let's see if they play this right. Oh, no, they do not. Markowitz in a rundown. Markowitz tagged out. They got him out. As Markowitz is out, D not happy. However, on the drop third strike, Spiegel reaches second with one out.
So maybe I'm not necessarily wrong.
Everybody's wrong, everybody's right. Everybody talks. Markowitz
And that was
is
one direction.
out.
Everybody
He's
talks.
picked
Everybody
off
talks.
as, hold on, let's see how to score this. That was a dropped third strike as that was swinging. He reached first on a passed ball, I think from you to you. Markowitz is out. I don't even know how to score that, as it doesn't matter. John Burke is up. And that's a ball. That's a weird score there. I don't know how exactly I'm going to score that. I counted it as a fielder's choice on the pickoff as John takes another one. 2-0. Spiegel is on second after all the madness. And that's low. 3-0 count for John Burke. Looking to reach base for the first time this afternoon. Burke, 3-0. Burke takes. John Burke works a walk as he gets on base. John's been on base an awful lot this season, as Dan Burke ought to be happy with his prized possession.
What?
John takes off the helmet. As batting now, 9th, is Tobias Cloner. T is 0 for 1 on the day. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. That's a ball for T. That's upstairs. 2-0 for Cloner. Mr. D very happy with that.
Judy Cloner looking for a hit from her prized possession.
That's a strike. That's upstairs. 3-1 for Cloner, trying to load the bases with 1 man out in the bottom of the 4th. Tie game, a 3-3 on Randall's Island for John Burke is not here. Jack Scher and William Rosen. Full count. 1 out. They will not go.
Full count. It's that time of the day. I actually have to speak with Mr. D if we get this win.
As T puts it in play, as an infield fly, as he is out automatically. 3-2, pop out to third. Batting now, skipping over the designated fielder, is Jackson, who will try and stop his 0 for 2 day. That's upstairs for a ball. Whew. That was fast from Angus.
As I was saying, I need to, if we win this game, talk to Mr. D about getting my hat for this season. He promised me.
Oh, Jackson rockets one right to the center fielder, as that'll do it for the bottom of the 4th. No runs scored on a laser from Jackson. We'll be back for the top of the 5th. Harrison back on the mound as we get ready to start the top of the 5th inning with a ball.
Ball was rolling, skipping in the dirt.
Harrison obstructed, actually a little bit. You can see him right here. That's low. 2-0. Wind is picking up here as that's put into play and fielded elegantly by John Burke. John with a put out. John Burke grounds the hopper. I'll tilt my hat at him and he'll point at me. John gets that one with ease. Gotta say, John's defense this season, non-biased, has been great. As Milowitz. Oh, some more breaking news. DeJounte Murray has been suspended for Game 5 of the series against the Celtics. Warranted as he bumped a ref after regulation was called.
Bumped a ref.
I've been informed that this is a baseball game. As that's upstairs.
I actually do really like coming fast. Sometimes I have a feeling like that.
That's a foul ball.
That's what I have.
2-2, I believe. The Fruit Man van. on 77th and 3rd is no longer there.
Really?
It's pretty upsetting, honestly. The Fruitman van. As he is plunked by Harrison, Angus is plunked. As pitcher-to-pitcher, unwarranted, but also not intentional. Angus is hit by a pitch, and he'll strut to first with time to spare.
I think this Angus-Harrison matchup is one of the best face-offs we've seen in a while.
There's going to be a courtesy runner or a pinch runner. I'm not exactly sure how they're going to label that, as there's I want to say a courtesy runner. Coming in is number 13. Number 13. On the bench, that would be Harlan.
It says Harlem.
Harlem,
Harlem.
number 13. Don't know if that's proper.
Harlem from Harlem.
Harrison's still on the mound, and that's upstairs. Harrison has thrown upwards of 85 pitches so far.
Oh, wow. Do we know how many of those are strikes?
I will after this at bat. I can give you that information. A swing and a miss. 2-1 on James, who's over 2 on the day for Brooklyn Friends. Now it's 2-2, swing and a miss. 1 out, 1 man on, pinch running as Harrison hit Angus. The umpire will come up to him. James. Strikeout by Harrison. Harrison, another strikeout. Add that to the season total. As you asked me a question. What was the question?
It was how many
of those are strikes.
Yes.
As that's a strike, and he is safe on the steal. I think it's Harlan. Harlem. And that's rocketed into, a diving play, but no good, as Jackson will cover that, scoring a run. Nice effort by AK, as that'll score a run off of a double. 49 strikes were thrown, as that's a double, which will put Brooklyn Friends in the lead. Nice play by AK, as he can't get it. Josh reaches second on a double, as that's upstairs for a ball. Harrison has thrown a lot of pitches, and they're keeping him in this game.
2 outs, and Friends is looking to rally.
4-3 in favor of Brooklyn Friends. 2-0. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the last inning for Harrison on the mound.
Now this game is getting exciting, knowing that we need to win.
That's
to
a strike.
To the playoffs.
Yes, they will get another chance, however, if needed in the next game. That win will also clinch, but this is a game that would put the nerves away, as runner will stay put. 3-1 on Remy, number 10, as we'll take a look at the Sables ultra-wide cam. The pitch, and that's upstairs. Walk worked by Remy, as 2 men on and 2 outs in the top of the 5th. As time will be called, D going out. Let's see if he takes the ball from Harrison. As Harrison had a good game. Not his best of the season, but he did have a nice one. Harrison is staying in there. My mistake. After 96 pitches have been thrown. Harrison, his arm is getting work today. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Score is 4-3 in favor of Brooklyn Friends. Batting now is number 18, Luke, for Brooklyn Friends, as that's a strike. Double steal, nope. Another strike, and they're down 0-2. Another breaking news. More breaking news. Ime Udoka has agreed to become the Houston Rockets' next head coach.
Wow.
As that's put in a play, played by Harrison to John Burke. That'll do it for the top of the 5th. A run will come around, but Harrison gets out of any more trouble. Breaking news, and Harrison breaking bats. We return for the bottom of the 5th inning as Mackey will lead off. Angus still on the mound. That's a ball. Mackey swing and a miss. Jack, what you reading in English?
We actually just finished The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison.
Oh, I read that last year.
Yes, very controversial. And we're writing the essays for it. I have my introduction and conclusion paragraphs to write tonight, and my full paper is due tomorrow. And I will, in fact, be pulling up to the Miss Garbus reading function this Thursday.
That's great news, as that's low. 2-2 on Mackie Savage. I read that last year with Miss Anderson.
Did you enjoy the book?
Not particularly.
Could you give us a favorite character, favorite moment in the book?
It's not a book full of good moments, I'll give you that. As come good moment, as that's denied by Angus. Mackey puts it in play, but direct to Angus for the first out. Not a book filled with great moments, I'll be honest with you. However, very well written. Not
Very
my
well
style,
written. Yes.
but I could see where one could like it.
Go off, King.
Harrison Milowitz. That's a ball outside. 0 for 1 registered today. And that's low and inside. 1-0. Looks like there will be a pitching change in the next half inning. Jackson will come in to replace Harrison. 95+ thrown, as that's a strike.
The bullpen.
We'll give you a look at the bullpen cam presented by Amtrak. As that's outside, 3-1 on Milowitz. The pitch from Angus, and that's low. Harrison works a walk to start the inning. Momentum is coming. 1 out as Andrew Kaplan will come to the plate. AK looking to rocket one to Ime Udoka. As Milowitz on first. Let's see if the steal is on. I don't think it is. The train is passing. It's a bullpen sponsored by Amtrak. Get 15% off. Amtrak, if you're a student, 17 to 24. I learned that yesterday.
Really? You
yes,
did?
Yes, I did.
Thank you for telling me that.
As I was looking Amtrak from Poughkeepsie to New York Penn. And the pitch. Swung on and missed by Harrison. By AK. As Jackson right here going into the game. Harrison reaches second on a passed ball. And that's a call strike. Swing and a miss. That's upstairs for AK. Harrison remains at second. One out, and one man on. As that's low, he went. 2-2. AK, not a great looking swing there, as that was bounced in front of home plate. Trying to bring home Harrison to tie this game. That's low. AK holds off.
Looked like he checked his swing there.
Full count. As that's outside. Maybe it wasn't a full count. That's my mistake. Now it's a full count. That was 2-2. As there was a foul ball that I missed. Full count now, Jack. My mistake. As that's rocketed into right field. That'll drop. And I believe that will score. Harrison. AK reaches a double for Andrew Kaplan. An RBI double to be exact. Harrison Milowitz scoring. This game is tied.
Possibly Angus will see the bench soon after this inning. Looks like they are calling a brief meeting right here.
As there is a mound visit taking place. Angus will remain in the game as there's a dog. Hello there. A nice little French bulldog. What a cutie. Coming up to the camera as we return to play here. AK lines a right field double, bringing up the Maggio man, who's 1 for 2 on the day.
Oh!
And he's safe, just barely, on the throw. Time is called. Andrew Kaplan on second base. Hugo, that's a foul ball. We're in the bottom of the fifth, one out. Tie game here on Randall's Island, 5:35 p.m. The pitch from Angus, who's thrown 108 pitches.
Wow.
As that's rocketed by Hugo. That'll drop. AK coming home. AK is safe. The play was not made as the catcher did not catch it. Hugo, a double as AK gets mobbed by the bench. This game is in favor of the Lions, Jack.
Oh, yeah. This is looking very, very bright for us. These boys are on edge, knowing that they could, today, go to the playoffs.
AK barely makes it on a very nice throw. However, it was not completed, as that'll bring up the designated hitter. 2 for 2 on the day, Sam Markowitz. Angus is really using his arm. Markowitz puts it in play, as he's out at first, but that'll move Hugo to third base on the sacrifice movement.
They're just lobbing pitches now.
The pitch, and that's a ball. Batting now is Nate Spiegel, 7th in the order, 0 for 2 in the day. Birch leads 5-4. Hugo at third base. Spiegel. That's a strike. Bottom of the 5th here. I believe this game gets called at 6 p.m. is what I've been told.
And what is
5:37 p.m. So it's a race against the clock and a race to see if Spiegel strikes out. And that's a swing and a miss. They're down to their last strike in the bottom of the 5th, as it's a 5-4 game. Hugo on third. Spiegel, Angus, and Angus strikes him out, but Birch scores a pair. AK and Hugo, 2 doubles, 2 hard-hit lasers. We'll move to the top of the 6th. Let's see what Jackson can do. We return to play as Jackson takes the mound, and that's a ball, a bouncing ball. Moving to third base is Harrison, and moving to center field is Hugo. As that swung on foul ball. 1-1 for number 6, Evan. Swung on foul into the trees, as that's in the water. 1-2 on Evan. Jackson. That's just low. 2-2. As that's a strike 3 and a put out, a drop 3 strike. That'll strike him out as
I'm back.
Jackson a strike out, his first strike out of the game on a drop 3rd strike.
It's not good.
Good insight by Grace. One out in the top of the 6th inning. Batting now is Luca. And that is a strike. Nice pitch by Jackson. As that looked like it was going to hit him, but it curved at the last second. 5-4 game here as the Lions lead Brooklyn Friends 5-4. Jackson coming on in relief of Harrison. And that's a strike. Go ahead, Grace.
He's doing well, I think, Jackson.
He is.
Yeah.
Good insight.
Harrison had to go out, but I feel like Jackson's really, holding down the fort.
Harrison pitched a gem, allowed some runners as he did not go. That's a ball.
And back to Jack.
Thank you, Grace. As we return. 1-2 count on Luca. Jackson. As that's put into play. Past Jackson into the outfield. And Hugo will corral it. That's a single. As that's an errant throw, and that is out of play. And he'll go to second base on a throw that goes into the water. Not the best field to play if you're cautious about losing baseballs. We're out of baseballs. As he'll reach second. And that's low for a ball. He's going. And he's safe at third. As there will be a mound visit. A little bit of a lull in the action at this point as it's 5-4 Birch, top of the 6th inning.
We're looking at 15 minutes left before they call it.
Nico is batting. What's the count? Count? 1 out. Not exactly what I was looking for, but I believe the count is somewhere in the range of 0-1. And this is a big next batter here. As runner on third, the tying run at third as that bounces.
And if they don't score here, we win.
No, 6th inning.
Yeah.
Let's go 7 innings, I believe.
I thought this was 6 innings.
I'm pretty sure 7 innings. As Nico is up, 9th batter. As that's low. As the runner's coming home. No, he's not. No throw. As that's a smart move by Ice-T. And that'll walk him home, actually. Walk him to first. My mistake. Man on 1-3, bringing up number 9, excuse me. Theo. As easy base taken. Easy base taken by Ben, as there's man on 2-3 now with 1 out. Birch is now up 5-4 still. As looks like Brooklyn Friends is getting riled up. Theo looking to bring home some runs. As that's put into a foul territory, and making the catch is the bullpen catcher. Foul ball. As there's only 1 ball that they have left, everything's gotten wet in the river.
This game could be called due to a ball shortage.
The pitch from Jackson. That's just inside. 3-1, I believe. And a nice whack at it, but that's exactly what Jackson needed, as that's a foul ball. Men on 2-3, 1 out, top of the 6th. Birch is up 1 run. This is a pivotal half inning. Jackson the pitch. Jackson. Just upstairs as the full count walks him, as the bases are now loaded in the top of the 6th, bringing up Angus to bat. Angus has had himself a day on the mound, and he's trying to redeem anything he might have caused right here, right now. A double play is what Birch needs. As will they get it? No, they will not, and that'll score 1 run. And that's all that it will score. Nope, it'll score another run. 2 runs will score as Brooklyn Friends takes the lead on a single. Make it a double, and make it a single with him advancing on the throw. Not the best thing to happen there, Jack.
Not at all. This is not looking too bright for us, especially that this could be the last half inning, depending on how it's played.
As the score right now is 6-5, Brooklyn Friends. That's put into play. Trapped. And that'll get a 1 out, but a run will come around 7-5. Whew, this is not exactly what Birch wanted.
This is ugly.
The batter is out on a fielder's choice, moving Theo to score and Angus to third, as that's a ball. (7-5). 2 outs. 1-0 count. Make it 2-0. Make it 1-1. My mistake.
Make it 2 to the 6th divided by 3. That's X.
That's low. 2-1 on Josh, number 22, Josh.
Josh asked him earlier about the number at the end. Very helpful.
1 for 2 on the day.
Now, yeah, I really don't like the rule that they had to call it at 6, giving them the advantage here, even though we're the home team.
Jackson the pitch, and that's over the head. And he's coming home, and that'll score a run. Make it 8-5 on a wild pitch.
Jackson not too happy with himself.
Score is 8-5. In the top of the 6th, bases are cleared. It's 3-1 count on Josh. The pitch. And that's a strike. Full count. Trying to get this inning over with is Jackson. And the pitch from Kirsten is swung on and missed as that strikes him out, but Brooklyn Friends takes the lead. We'll be back for one more half inning of play probably, if time permits. As we return in the bottom of the 6th inning, Evan comes on for Angus. He pitched a beauty. Evan moves to the pitcher as John Burke bats for the Lions, trying to get a rally going down 3 runs. John Burke. Oh, crouches down. That's a strike.
That was athletic, William.
However, it was called strike. John puts it into play, and that gets past the shortstop, allowing John to reach. Cats, hit or error, up to you. That's an error per Cats. As John reaches on the shortstop error. Nice contact there by John. That's a ball. Batting now is Hugo. Correction, Tobias. Time was called. John's aboard on an error by the shortstop. Hard hit ball gets past him. Coach Katz rules it an error. As that's fouled, John has to stay put. One and one for Ice-T. And John, correction, Tobias strikes out. My mistake. That was 1 and 2 as he goes down looking. 1 out. Jackson up to bat. That's inside for a ball. Jackson rockets it, and that'll drop as John will stay put at second as the tying run is up in Mr. Mackey. Mackey up with a chance, if possible, to hit a home run and tie this one up with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Mackey Savage. John at second. And Jackson at first. The pitch. And that's upstairs for a ball. 1-0 for Mackey. 8-5, Brooklyn Friends. That's low. 2-0. As Evan trying to finish this one up. As that's a low. 3-0. Mackey probably will have the red light here and will not swing. Try and get on base. For Milowitz. Mackey takes a strike. 3-1 on Savage.
Scary possibility of a double play here, which could put the game to an end.
As it's 5:59, approaching 6 o'clock. The pitch, and that's a ball. Bases are loaded. 1 out. 8-5, Brooklyn Friends. Harrison has a chance. Milowitz 0 for 1 registered on the day. Bases are loaded. Let's take a look at our ultra-wide cam. Presented by who? Sables. Pitch. And that's a strike. John Burke at third base. Mackey Savage at first. And at second base, Jackson Kirsten. 1-1, as John is not going to risk anything there. We've reached the witching hour, 6 o'clock, where wins become wins and losses become losses. The pitch, and that's upstairs. John is not going to test anything.
And would you say it's looking good for us? I feel like if there was no timing, we would be in a good position right now, but it's not looking too bright.
I think they play the half inning out, however.
Yeah, but I feel like if we had the 7th, it'd be a better chance.
You're right, but we are home as that swung on. Ground ball, and he's safe. He's safe. A misread by the fielder. As John Burke is safe, Harrison reaches on a fielder's choice, which does not benefit the Friends. The game is 8-6. Everybody's safe as Milowitz reaches on a fielder's choice. That'll bring up a power bat of Andrew Kaplan. That's upstairs for AK. Andrew 1-0. Swung on, a foul ball. Bases are loaded with Harrison on first, Jackson at third, and Savage at second.
And who's the winning run? It would be Harrison, right?
It would be Harrison, as that's a ball. 2-1 for AK.
No, it wouldn't be Harrison. It would be...
Yes, it would.
Oh, what?
8-6 game. AK lines it! And he beats it out. He beats it out. A run will score. Out at third. However, the run will score. AK brings him in. That'll bring up Hugo, as there will be a mound visit. We'll be back. Hugo is up to bat, 2 outs. As that's a ball. AK on first, Milowitz on second, and Hugo can tie or win it. 1-0 count for Hugo. Swing and a miss. That's upstairs, and that'll move up the runners.
We tied it.
No. 8-7. DiMaggio man. Swing and a miss, and they're down to their last strike.
A nail biter in this one.
Give me your phone. As that's a ball. And that is it. That'll do it here on Randall's Island as Hugo goes down on strikes. This was a close one as the game has concluded. For William Rosen
and Jack Scher,
we say thank you, take care,
and
we'll see you on Senior Day. Adios.